Good morning, and the first thing from Colombo is it is not raining. There was a light rain shower last evening, about 6 p.m. 6 p.m. This part of the city it did not actually rain. Towards the stadium side, it did. It was a very light rain shower. And today, the Met Department prediction is the eastern provinces. There will be quite a lot of rain post 1 p.m. Pretty heavy rain is what I'll read it out to you. Exactly what the Met Department is saying. I will I will tell you exactly what the Met Department is saying, and they are saying Colombo a bit cloudy, light shower, but the forecast for the rest of the day is dry. Elsewhere in Sri Lanka, in eastern and southern provinces, heavy rain after 1 p.m. Colombo is in the western province, which is expected to remain dry, misty conditions at night. So, very, very decent news as far as cricket is concerned. No rain. From morning, it has not rained at all, and I can show you, if you want, I will show you the ocean. It's pretty calm. There is a degree of quiet calm, just like that lull before the storm, the real build up, the mega spectacle. There is a serenity. I've been up pretty early in the morning around 5:30, and from that time I in fact went down. There is a very strange sense of calm in the whole this area today. Maybe it's early Sunday, maybe the city hasn't really kind of gotten up. Yesterday till pretty late there were parties. From here I can see, in fact there was an ICC event right there with a lot of branding. The branding is still there. There were a lot of fireworks last evening, one could see that. you know you could sense that there was a lot of build up. You could hear the fireworks from the room. You could see a lot of lights going on, people partying out there in the beach just opposite. But this morning, when it kind of started, uh, it's still hardly few cars on the road, hardly anyone in this waterfront, which is generally packed with tourists and people. Not many. Even the breakfast area today was relatively empty when I went down there around 8:30, 9 o'clock. So the weather dry. That's the big story from Colombo. The weather staying dry, so you can expect an uninterrupted game. Colombo is the western province. Western province, based on what the Met Department is saying, will stay dry. Yesterday evening, as I said, there was a light shower, but that's all. After that, there was nothing. And even this side of the city, there was hardly any. There was a few sprinkles. That's it. No real rain. From last night, no real rain. It's totally fine. I can see specks of blue sky. It is expected to stay cloudy, but these are not rain clouds. This is just white clouds, and intermittently the sun is peeking out. I don't think there is a problem with the game. It's being said that it will remain misty at night. That's not an issue at all. The game will go on. Other parts of Sri Lanka, eastern provinces and other provinces, heavy rain is predicted post 1 p.m. That's the Met Department prediction. So that's step number one. Step number two, the Indian team had a pretty strong practice session yesterday, and the 5 points that I will take out from the practice session. One, the Indian team was pretty relaxed, and that was great to see. The body language was calm. They know there is a job at hand. Gautam Gambhir, the coach, posing with the media, and even that photograph. I mean, if you see that photograph, which a couple of our people have posted on their social media handles, Gautam Gambhir is smiling. He, in fact, even joked, don't kind of sensationalize this game. He was smiling. There is a sense of calm. Surya Kumar Yadav saying that if the opposition wants, we will play Abhishek Sharma, gives you that sense that the Indians are in the zone, they are in the moment, but they are not letting that hype get to them. There is a lot of peripheral sound, there is a lot of surround sound. The build up is tremendous. Having said that, the Indian practice, Tilak Varma, third point, continuously sweeping, continuously sweeping, and playing that, practicing that shot, maybe against the Pakistan spinners. A lot of the Indian batters looked in sync. Abhishek Sharma, certain to play now, was playing the big shots against the spinners, will attack. Uh, all of India fit. So there's no fitness concerns anymore. That allows you that flexibility with uh, the flexibility with the team composition and the team selection as well. Will India go in with four spinners? Will India go in with three spinners? Will there be more than two changes? Can there be three changes? These are critical questions. We will take that as well. What about Pakistan? Pakistan, and let me address this before I carry on and get to India. Yesterday, Mohsin Naqvi reached the hotel around 8 p.m. And this is one question I really want to understand or ask everyone who's watching. In fact, you guys also tell me what you think. There is a video that the Pakistan players have all lined up. Pakistan players have all lined up and they have gone and kind of met Mohsin Naqvi, paying their respects to Mohsin Naqvi, giving him a hug, etc., etc. Is all this needed? I mean, will any other cricket board chief in any other part of the world actually do this? Do you think that on the eve of an India Pakistan game, when the pressure is already humongous, the board chief needs to be, the players need to literally stand in a queue and one by one walk up to Mohsin Naqvi, who's standing at the top, like on the top of the podium, and giving him a hug? Is any of this really going to make any impact after practice? Do you want to do all of this or rest up? Do you want to just get into the zone, and focus on the game, visualize? Or maybe Pakistan is different, who knows? But is all of this needed? The video is doing the rounds, you know and that's the question one needs to ask, that why would you do this? I mean, and I say this because if you remember, Mohsin Naqvi had come to the Pakistan practice at the Asia Cup, and the moment he walked in with his full security entourage, he's ultimately the interior affairs minister, so number two in the country. The moment the man walks in with his whole security entourage, the practice literally stopped. Everybody was sort of running here and there to try and make Mr. Naqvi comfortable, leaving their seats, getting up, allowing him to come there, sit on the bench, the dugout. Everybody, all of them stops practicing and runs to Mohsin Naqvi. I think that actually was counterproductive as far as Pakistan is concerned in the Asia Cup. The presence of Mr. Naqvi at Pakistan practice, what purpose did it serve? I mean, it is really a question that one needs to ask, that what purpose did it actually serve to have Mr. Naqvi there? Uh, Doing what? Words of wisdom, were pearls of wisdom. Do players of this caliber and stature who have been in international cricket for the longest time need this? They have played international cricket. I don't think Mr. Naqvi has any cricketing background to be able to come and give them any advice except to inspire. Now, for that, does he need to turn up at a practice session like the Asia Cup, or does it have to be like here, where the players, all of them, line up in a queue and literally walk up to him and give him a hug and kind of pay their respects? What, 20 hours? Not even 20 hours. Yeah, 20 hours before an India Pakistan game? Is any of this even necessary for Pakistan when their record against India is nothing to write home about? Yes, I can understand there is a team meeting and him going and saying a few words. That's par. That's par for the course. I can also understand that he does a meeting with the captain or the coach and decides on handshake or no handshake, and the spirit of the game issue and all of that stuff. But what we are seeing, I mean, this is rather bizarre, that for me the players have to be center stage at this point in time, with just hours leading to the India Pakistan match. At this point, whoever you are, if you are Mithun Manas, you are Debajit Saikia, you are anyone, the players have to be center stage. The players, nobody else can be center stage at this point in time. It seems to me that with the arrival of Mr. Naqvi in the hotel, that kind of shifted. Zahir Abbas and a lot of others were also here. I actually had a chat with Zahir Abbas, the legendary Zahir Abbas, and he and I have done commentary together. And again, I mean, a man of great dignity and grace. But the moment Mr. Naqvi came, the whole vibe got different. The whole thing was about paying respects to the man, and sort of with his whole security bastion, kind of flaunting of power of a certain sort. Why would the players want to or be called upon to do this? We are Maybe Pakistan benefits from it, who knows? But from the face of it, no one can actually benefit from doing this 20 hours before the game. And will any player ever object to this? No. There has to be a degree of political correctness. No one can possibly say that, oh, you know what, we don't want to do this, or this is unfair, this is not necessary on the eve of an India Pakistan game. No player, no player, no Mike Hessen. I mean, ask Mike Hessen that does this even merit doing. Uh, Hessen, I don't think will say anything like that. I mean, then his job will be on the line. Ultimately, he's dealing with the Interior Affairs Minister of Pakistan. So these are important questions that one needs to think about. I mean, do you actually need to do this ahead of the game? Coming to India's practice now, I think the playing 11. I think there are. I think there are. There are three changes that are definitely being discussed or in the offing. Two are now almost certain. The Indian playing 11, they will start with Abhishek Sharma and Ishan Kishan. So in that case, I think Abhishek Sharma and Ishan Kishan, so Sanju Samson will have to give way. Then it's easy. Tilak Varma, Surya Kumar Yadav straight up. And you have a brilliant top four. Ishan Kishan, Abhishek Sharma, Tilak Varma, Surya Kumar Yadav. Five. Now, at five, do you want to float an Akshar Patel like you've done in the past? Do you want to get somebody like a Shivam Dube to come and hit the Pakistan spinners? Because remember, Shadab Khan will bowl into Dube. He can clear. Uh, Mohammad Nawaz again, left arm spin, Dube can clear. There is off spin, Usman, can Dube clear? Possibly yes. So you have to say an Abrar. So will you send in Shivam Dube at number 5 to take a punt? That go. You have 10, 12, 15 balls. Give us 30 runs. In the middle overs, get me acceleration against the Pakistan spinners. And when Dube hits, it will stay hit that you can hit the big shots. You can try this out. Will India try that? Will India try Akshar Patel there as well? Will India try or go the conventional route if you get a good start, maybe two down or three down at the end of say 14 or 15? Will you then send in Hardik Pandya for the last six or seven because he's your best finisher by a country mile and he's a monster. He can attack any opposition in the world. He can just take any bowler. And Hardik Pandya is an absolute devil. In games like this, you want somebody like a Hardik Pandya out there in the middle because he soaks that atmosphere in. He's ready for the big. He wants to embrace the big stage, Hardik Pandya. So Hardik Pandya could well be your number 5. So multiple options. Shivam Dube against Pakistan spin. Obviously, Hardik Pandya, if it's towards the latter part of the innings and you've managed to get a decent enough start. So that kind of gives you that option of pushing in Hardik Pandya. If you want a little bit of stability, you can send in Akshar Patel as well. He's done the job in the past. Now, here's the question. Would you play Washington Sundar for Rinku Singh? If you get practice, Gargi Raut was there at the Indian practice and was reporting back to me. Washington Sundar had a long stint at practice, both with the bat and the ball. Are the Indians really contemplating Washington Sundar? Also, what strengthens the case for Washington Sundar? 3 left-handers in the Pakistan middle order. You have a Fahim, you have a Mohammad Nawaz, and you have a Shaheen Afridi, middle and lower middle order. So 3 back-to-back left-handers there, almost back-to-back. So you have a definite chance with a Washington Sundar there. Does that make it kind of, that you push in Washington Sundar into that mix ahead of Rinku Singh? And yes, zero rain. I've said that, whoever asked that question, that at this point in time, zero rain is forecast. So no rain forecast from Colombo, and that kind of makes it very good. The fans, who have come from different parts of the world, they have trooped into Colombo. This city is all sold out. The city is on the edge. Every hotel is booked up, every room is taken, every restaurant is taken. So you have to understand this, and you must understand that and say you don't want rain, boss. Whatever happens, you don't want rain. You just don't want rain. Coming to the Indian bowling, so we got up to our number 7, right? So it's Ishan Kishan, Ishan Kishan, Abhishek Sharma, Tilak Varma, Surya Kumar Yadav, Shivam Dube, Akshar Patel, Hardik Pandya. Done. Now, do you go in with so the change there? Uh, if you get a Washington Sundar in for Rinku Singh, you got four spin options: Sundar, Akshar Patel, Varun Chakravarti, and here's the fourth one. Would you go in with a Kuldeep Yadav ahead of a Kuldeep Yadav? So Surya Kumar Yadav did speak about it, right? So Kuldeep Yadav could come in for Arshdeep Singh. If that happens, Hardik Pandya will open the bowling along with Jasprit Bumrah. If necessary, Shivam Dube can give you an over. But in the middle overs, in tandem, two wicket-taking bowlers, Varun Chakravarti and Kuldeep Yadav, will operate. You've seen what they can do in the Asia Cup. The Premadasa wicket should suit them. Longish ground, so it is not as if that it's a 50-meter boundary that easily people will clear Kuldeep Yadav, or a miss hit will go for a six. It will not. So these are important factors that India needs to keep in mind when they go for the team combination. But Kuldeep Yadav and his record against Pakistan makes him a perfect candidate to start this game. So that's the kind of Indian 11. That's the Indian 11 that we could possibly see. Three changes for me. Kuldeep Yadav comes in. Washington Sundar could possibly come in. And obviously, Abhishek Sharma will come in for Sanju Samson. So this is how the Indians will shape up. It's a brilliant team. This is a gun team, and they will now be decently rested. They've trained yesterday, but they did not train the full 3 hours. A couple of hours later, they left. So it was a 6 to 9 practice session. The Indians trained for about 2 hours. Everyone turned up. In the pre-match press conference, Surya Kumar Yadav was at his element. He was cheeky, he was witty, he was calm, he was relaxed. He had his peculiar sense of humor, which we now have come to associate with Surya Kumar Yadav. So all of that stuff was visible in the Indian press conference. Coming to the Pakistan team, the combination, couple of Pakistan journalists were saying that they are contemplating Naseem Shah for Mohammad Nawaz. I don't think that could be a good option, because Mohammad Nawaz gives them the gives them the batting depth as well. Otherwise, this batting order does look a bit fragile to me. Unless Sahibzada Farhan really fires, or a Saeem Ayub really fires, it does look it does look a bit of a fragile batting order to me. So Saeem Ayub, Sahibzada Farhan, Salman Ali Aga. Salman Ali Aga in a T20 format is still questionable as far as I am concerned. And then you have a Babar Azam. Babar Azam, if he consumes more balls, then it's a problem. Babar Azam against the United States played a decent hand only towards the second or third part of the innings, from say ball number 25 onwards. I mean, before that, Babar was not at his best. I mean, it was close to run a ball till about 20 balls. So that's not something the Indians will be much worried about. And the Pakistan bowling, Shaheen Afridi hasn't really looked the part to me. The spin has been good. Shadab Khan, Abrar, and Usman Tariq, not to forget Mohammad Nawaz. They have multiple different spinners and variety. Usman has been spoken about. India will have their plans in place against Usman. So one needs to see, because Mahendra Singh Dhoni one told me a story that, look, and we were talking about the World Cup semi-final of 2019, and I was asking him that you were planning to keep it till the very end, MS Dhoni, and Jimmy Neesham would be able to defend 17, 18 runs, and he said, when you are talking about the last over, you're talking about Jimmy Neesham and the number of runs, and the pressure that the batter will be under. Why are you not thinking that Jimmy Neesham will also be bowling to somebody of the quality of MS Dhoni, who has done this multiple times? So he too will be under pressure. It was an interesting statement. Usman Tariq has bowled against the US. Usman Tariq has bowled against the Netherlands. Has Usman Tariq really bowled against the quality of an Abhishek Sharma, Ishan Kishan, Surya Yadav, Hardik Pandya, any of these players? No. So Usman Tariq too could be under pressure if he has to bowl against this quality of an Indian lineup. This is a gun Indian lineup. Pakistan can cause an upset. In cricket, we have seen Zimbabwe do that to Australia a couple of days back in the same stadium. There is no debate that in T20 cricket, any team can win given the fickleness of the format, but you have to say that India goes in as favorites. They are a better quality team. The skill sets are better. The Indian team has better weight, has more match winners, has bigger hitters of the cricket ball. And yes, Pakistan has the advantage of being here and acclimatization and all of that. But I would still say it's advantage India. India knows mentally they have a kind of edge against this Pakistan lineup. So that's how it is shaping up. Let me take 5, 6 questions before I end this show. We will be back with you at 12 o'clock. Gargi and Ashok will also join me then. Let me take a few questions. What is the probable 11? I've given it to you. Who's this? Jaidev Patil. Nishant Shah. ICC doing injustice, need to do proper grouping. Pakistan and Afghanistan. India, Pakistan no longer rivalry left. Social media hype? Maybe not. And you also have to think in terms of the cricketing ecosystem. If you come to Colombo, Nishant, you will understand what this match means and how important this game is for the local ecosystem, tourism, hospitality, ICC, everybody. And you have to run. I mean, ultimately, hyper commercialized sport is business. You cannot just say, oh, you know what, it is not relevant. Of course, it is relevant. And the cricket world cannot do without this contest, because this is the one contest. I mean, for no Pakistan, Afghanistan, even 1/10 of the city will be full. No one cares. Frankly, no one cares. As far as India Pakistan is concerned, people will pay top dollar, whatever the thing is, one sided, two-sided. People will still pay top dollar and come to Colombo, and that's what makes this rivalry still very relevant. Mohammad Hamza, prediction for rain, no rain. Absolutely no rain. Jaidev Patil, Surya Kumar Tariq, nice. Happy Mahar Shivratri, yes. Anshu Mishra, happy Mahar Shivratri to you as well. Uh, Gautam Dash, what is wrong with it? Maybe it's part of motivating the players. Yeah, you can interpret it that way, but I think it's a distraction. I've seen that in the Asia Cup. There was absolutely no need. The practice got stalled. Everything went haywire. People are told that it's about, from what we've studied international sport for the longest time, it's about getting into the zone to line players up. And, you can interpret it in both ways. My interpretation is what I've given you. You are more than welcome to differ with that. ICC should invite board president of SENA associate nations for other games and Super 8 for inclusivity, not just subcontinent boards. I think ICC has invited everybody. Make no mistake, because that's anyway part of the culture. Obviously, the two teams that are playing there, board chiefs are invited, but I'm sure the ICC will invite everybody. Ahmedabad, for example, India versus whoever plays on the 22nd, 130,000 seats, and they're enormously big press box, multiple seats available. So yes, I'm sure. I'm sure what you are saying can happen. Handshake issue discussed or not, that's been kept in abeyance. I mean, we really still cannot confirm happening or not happening, but that's the intrigue that surrounds an India-Pakistan. Shogato, let Naqvi do all this posturing, will ultimately going to pressurize Pakistan. That's what I felt, Shogato. I agree with you. But if you want to interpret it as something else, you're more than welcome. But this is exactly my understanding, that I don't think it was necessary. I absolutely don't think it was necessary. Abhishek Rawat, leave PAK, Naqvi, tell me why the star humankind is coming for today's match. Yeah, Thumbs Up is doing that. Hanumankind, sorry. Hanumankind, they are already here from what I know. Thumbs Up is doing an event ahead of the game. He's done the Thumbs Up anthem, and he's here to perform ahead of the game. That's why he's here. Yesterday, I met a couple of their troops. I mean, they were training there around at the Premadasa rather. So there will be an act ahead of the game. That's why Hanumankind is here. Shubhan Chakraborty has done a piece. If you want to go and read, you can go and read that. Whoever asked, Abhishek Rawat. Rain always kills cricket lovers' excitement. There is no rain. S21U9, whatever your name is, there is no rain. Absolutely no rain. I'll try and finish now, because as I said, I got to finish my piece also, and we will be back at 12 noon with all of you. Gargi and Ashok will also join me by that time. Huge build-up. Let's try and give you everything that's happening, all the nuances, the breakdown. Yesterday, I'll finish off with something very funny. Our Uber driver, I think we were two of us were there. Ashok and I were there. We were going to the team hotel for dinner, and sorry, Gargi was also there. Forget actually. And the Uber driver, and everyone talks cricket. Everyone. So Ashok asked him. He's done a piece today. Ashok asked him, so who's your favorite player? And he said Virat Kohli. So who do you want to watch? Virat Kohli. So there is an absent present in Virat Kohli. I mean, nobody, tuk-tuk driver, Uber driver, hotel, restaurant, anywhere you go, you will still hear Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. And you can understand the kind of star value that these two bring to the table. India, Pakistan, for God's sake, mega spectacle, but locals are still talking about Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. So we'll finish there. Back at 12 with you guys once again. I mean, a huge build up today on Rev Sports. Rev Sports Hindi, Rev Sports Bangla, and of course Rev Sports English. Watch out for Shubhan and Rohit. Watch out for Debashish, Shomik, and the others. And of course, me, I will front the English coverage with Ashok, Gargi, Shomik, Debashish, and the rest. Keep watching, and we will be back at 12 noon.